So, you were talking about some of the pocket opportunities and features of that bag. The cool part about offering, different setups and top cuffs and different pocket setups, it provides a lot of customization in terms of how, a Team Titleist member carries their clubs, carries their gear, carries their equipment around the course. You've been out on the courses with a lot of golfers over the last couple of years. What are some interesting things you've seen in terms of how people are setting up their clubs, how they're assorting and connecting their equipment? What are some novel things that you've seen in your travels that made for some pretty interesting dialogue?
Golf bags are funny. They're think about it, it's almost like a kitchen cabinet. Everybody's kitchen cabinets have the same purpose, but nobody loads them the same way. I walked into your kitchen, I wouldn't be able to find a thing, but I'm sure it has the same items that I have in my kitchen. It's all just personal preference, organization, and the way that you work your way around the kitchen to find things is going to be very similar to the way that I work my way around a golf bag to find what I need. In terms of club organization in the top cuff and where people keep clubs, the putter is kind of up for grabs. I've seen it in every well you think of in any different location, and that is usually driven by the top cuff that is on the bag that they're using and the configuration of the rest of the clubs. So for instance, if somebody is using a Players 4 carbon and they have 3 woods or maybe an extra hybrid or something with a head cover, and they keep that in the top slot closest to the handle, that may take up a little bit more volume of that compartment and force them to put the putter maybe in the bottom well with their wedges or something. But for instance, in my bag, I'm just a driver 3-wood, so driver 3-wood putter are always in the top slot for me. We do see with one of our other models, Players 4 Plus, has a slightly larger top cuff than Players 4 and Players 4 Carbon. I see a lot of guys and gals jumping to that bag as a way to provide a little bit of extra space if, like I said, they have an additional wood or an extra hybrid, a few more head covers that they want to keep in that top slot. That's a good option for them as well. I think one of the most interesting dialogues that I've come across as it relates to packing bags and how things are stored in a golf bag didn't come with a player, surprisingly, but it came from a college coach. And as we see push carts becoming more and more popular, I'm sure there's some people on the call that have tried to find a push cart over the last several weeks and had a difficult time doing so. But push carts becoming more and more popular at all levels, including NCAA. So when I go out to an NCAA tournament, it could be as many as 50 or 55% of the field pushing, which is probably something that would have been a much lower number several years ago. But players in the college world are thinking, okay, I'm pushing this bag. I can put whatever I want in it, but at the end of the day, you're still pushing it, and you can still get fatigued by pushing a heavier item, even though it's on wheels, as you would look to lighten it to carry it. You have the same effect, maybe not as rapidly as it relates to fatigue, but in terms of pushing the bag. So that was a really interesting discussion and one that's kind of stuck with us.